Goodbye high creatinine. 5 fruits that help and 7 you should avoid if you have kidney problems. If it's fruit, it must be healthy for my kidneys. That's exactly what Linda, 69, believed when her doctor warned that her creatinine levels were rising fast. Wanting to take action, she swapped her usual breakfast for a banana and added a glass of orange juice to her dinner routine. But within just 2 months, Linda landed in the emergency room with an irregular heartbeat that nearly cost her her life. The truth is, not all fruits are healthy, especially when your kidneys are struggling. Even the healthiest-looking fruits can quietly overload your system if you're not careful. And the problem isn't only sugar or chemicals, it's potassium. This essential mineral keeps muscles, nerves, and your heart working properly. But as kidney function declines with age, your ability to filter out excess potassium sharply decreases. Left unchecked, that potassium builds up in your blood, creating a silent but deadly risk. Fatigue, muscle weakness, abnormal heart rhythms, and even sudden cardiac arrest. Here's what most people don't know. Your kidneys start losing efficiency as early as age 40, at a rate of about 8 to 10% per decade. By the time you're in your 72nd, your kidneys may have lost nearly a third of their filtering power. But still, no one warned you that your daily fruit could become a hidden danger. This isn't some distant concern, it's happening now. In your neighborhood, your family, maybe even in your own kitchen. Until now, few have been taught how to tell the difference between fruits that help and fruits that harm your kidneys. But today, we're going to fix that. In this guide, you'll discover 5 fruits that support kidney health and help lower creatinine levels. Fruits that are inexpensive, easy to find, and naturally therapeutic. We'll also reveal 7 fruits you should limit or avoid entirely, especially if you're managing chronic kidney disease or have been warned about rising creatinine. Let's sort out the heroes from the hazards in your fruit bowl and help you make smarter choices for your next breakfast. Just so you know, every fact in this guide is carefully researched, backed by science, and reviewed for accuracy. There's no hype here, only evidence. When your kidneys aren't filtering well, creatinine, a waste byproduct from muscle activity, starts to build up in your blood. High creatinine isn't just a number. It's a red flag that your kidneys are struggling. So how do you choose the right fruits? There are 4 key things to consider. First is potassium content. High potassium fruits like bananas and oranges can be dangerous if your kidneys can't remove the excess. Even a healthy smoothie can turn toxic in this case. The result? Muscle weakness, dangerous heart rhythm problems. The second factor is sodium and phosphorus content. Most fresh fruits are low in sodium and phosphorus, but processed versions, like canned fruits or dried fruits with additives, can have hidden sources that tax the kidneys. This leads to dangerous blood buildup. The third factor involves oxalate levels. Some fruits, while rich in nutrients, contain oxalates. These bind with calcium in urine to form kidney stones, a painful and common problem for older adults with weak kidneys. The fourth factor, protective compounds. Some fruits contain antioxidants and plant nutrients that actually protect your kidneys from further damage, helping reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. This is especially important for anyone over the age of 60. As we grow older, everything in the body changes, especially the kidneys. They're not just aging, they're losing strength, becoming less effective, and more prone to damage. A fruit that once boosted your health in your 32nd might now put stress on your system in your 72nd. That's why the next 5 fruits we're highlighting aren't just nutritious. They're carefully selected for their ability to help protect aging kidneys while keeping mineral levels in a safe range. These are 5 kidney-friendly fruits that may help reduce creatinine levels. 5. Watermelon. As the name suggests, watermelon is an excellent source of hydration. Composed of over 90% water, it helps flush toxins from the body and is generally considered safe for the kidneys. Each cup of watermelon contains around 170 milligrams of potassium and approximately 2 to 3 milligrams of oxalates, making it a better choice than many other melons for individuals with kidney issues. Watermelon is also rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that protects kidney cells from oxidative stress. By improving hydration and circulation, it supports the kidneys in removing waste like creatinine and helps keep its levels stable, especially since dehydration can lead to dangerous increases. However, there's something important that often goes unmentioned. Watermelon has about 9.4 grams of natural sugar per cup. For older adults managing both diabetes and kidney disease, this can be significant. Limit intake to around 1 cup as a light, hydrating snack, ideally in the morning or early afternoon when your kidneys are functioning best. For those with diabetes, combine watermelon with a small serving of nuts. The protein and healthy fats slow down sugar absorption, helping to prevent blood sugar spikes. Always opt for fresh watermelon chunks rather than juice, which is more concentrated in both sugar and potassium and may be harmful. If you're on a fluid-restricted diet due to advanced kidney problems, stick to half a cup. And importantly, avoid eating watermelon on an empty stomach. If you're managing blood sugar, its natural sugars can cause a rapid spike. Fourth, berries. Think strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, cranberries, and don't forget blackberries. These aren't just tasty, they're powerful kidney protectors wrapped in sweetness. Rich in antioxidants like anthocyanins and elagitannins, berries help reduce the inflammation that drives kidney damage as we age. What makes them ideal? Their low potassium and oxalate content, typically around 114 to 233 milligram of potassium and just 1 to 10 milligram of oxalates per half cup, keeps them within safe limits for most people, even those with early to moderate kidney disease. But the real benefit goes deeper. Studies show these compounds lower oxidative stress at the cellular level, protecting kidney filters from long-term wear and slowing the rise of creatinine. In a sense, berries act like microscopic bodyguards for your kidneys, shielding them from inflammation and toxic damage. A half-cup serving 3 to 4 times a week is all it takes to get full benefits, without overwhelming your system with excess minerals. For maximum protection, mix different types. Blueberries for anthocyanins, strawberries for vitamin C, raspberries for fiber, cranberries for proanthocyanidins, and blackberries for vitamin K and manganese. Fresh berries are best, but unsweetened frozen options work just as well, and are often more affordable. Add them to Greek yogurt for a blood sugar-friendly, protein-rich snack, or mix into oatmeal for lasting energy with low kidney strain. Just steer clear of berry smoothies that cram too many servings into one glass. Those can spike both potassium and sugar. A smarter move? Buy fresh berries in season, freeze them yourself, and enjoy year-round kidney support without the added cost or sugar. And if you're finding this valuable so far, tap that like button to let us know. It helps us keep making content that supports your health journey. 3. Apples. Apples are an excellent kidney-friendly fruit. A medium apple contains about 195 milligrams of potassium, making it a safe choice for those managing kidney health. They're also extremely low in oxalates, less than 2 milligrams per apple, and contain natural compounds known to support kidney function. The key nutrient in apples is pectin, a type of soluble fiber that offers dual protection. First, it helps regulate blood sugar and lower LDL cholesterol, 2 major risk factors for diabetes and heart disease, which are leading causes of kidney damage. Second, pectin supports the gut-kidney connection by nourishing healthy gut bacteria, which in turn help reduce the buildup of harmful waste products in the bloodstream. Make sure to eat the skin. The peel contains 2 to 6 times more beneficial phytonutrients than the flesh alone. Opt for organic apples when possible to limit pesticide exposure, but non-organic apples are still a healthy option. If fresh apples are inconvenient, unsweetened applesauce is a good alternative, and it usually contains even less potassium. Store apples in the refrigerator to extend freshness, but allow them to sit at room temperature for 30 minutes before eating to enhance their flavor and texture. Apples are a smart snack between meals. Their fiber helps maintain steady blood sugar levels, reducing the risk of glucose spikes that can put stress on vulnerable kidneys. 2. Grapes. Grapes are a smart choice for those looking to support kidney health. They offer strong cardiovascular benefits while keeping mineral content within safe limits. Since heart disease and kidney issues often develop together, grapes provide a dual advantage. This is largely due to resveratrol, a powerful antioxidant found in grape skins that's known for supporting heart health. With grapes, you get these benefits naturally, without the risks associated with alcohol consumption. They're also a good source of vitamin C and flavonoids, both of which help strengthen blood vessels and reduce inflammation throughout the body. 1 full cup of grapes contains about 288 milligrams of potassium and approximately 2 to 5 milligrams of oxalates, making portion control important. A half-cup serving offers the same advantages with just 144 milligrams of potassium, keeping intake safe for most people with kidney concerns. Choose red or black grapes over green ones. They contain more resveratrol and other beneficial compounds. Eat grapes in the morning or with lunch, when your body can use the natural sugars for energy. Pre-portion them into half-cup containers when you bring them home to avoid overeating and to stay within potassium limits. Frozen grapes are a refreshing alternative to sugary desserts. They're sweet, satisfying, and free of added sugar or dairy. You can also toss fresh grapes into chicken salad for a natural hint of sweetness without relying on high-potassium dried fruits. Pair them with unsalted nuts for a snack that balances protein, healthy fats, and antioxidants. Keep grapes unwashed in the fridge to help them last longer. Rinse only before eating to preserve their freshness and nutritional value. 1. Cherries. Tart cherries in particular stand out for their exceptional anti-inflammatory effects and their potential to support kidney function. These rich red fruits are packed with anthocyanins, natural plant pigments responsible for their deep color and known for their antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits. What makes cherries especially beneficial for kidney health is their ability to help reduce uric acid levels. This is important because many people with chronic kidney issues are also affected by gout, a condition caused by excess uric acid forming crystals in the joints. Cherries may assist by enhancing your kidney's capacity to manage and excrete uric acid more effectively. With around 160 milligrams of potassium in half a cup, cherries generally fit well within the recommended limits for most individuals managing kidney-related dietary needs. They are also low in sodium and phosphorus, 2 minerals that often need to be restricted in kidney disease, making cherries a smart choice. Fresh cherries are an excellent evening snack, as they naturally contain melatonin, a hormone that promotes better sleep. And since poor sleep can negatively impact kidney health, this dual benefit shouldn't be overlooked. If you prefer, a small serving of tart cherry juice mixed with water to lower sugar content can offer similar advantages. For sleep support, enjoy cherries about an hour before bedtime. For inflammation, they make a great mid-afternoon snack. Because they have a mildly acidic nature, those prone to acid reflux should avoid eating them on an empty stomach. Additionally, if you're on blood-thinning medications, consult your healthcare provider before consuming cherries regularly, as certain compounds may interact and enhance the effects of these drugs. While generally safe, dosage adjustments may be necessary. Now that we've explored the fruits that support kidney health, it's equally important to look at the ones you may need to limit or avoid. These 7 fruits aren't inherently unhealthy. In fact, they offer great nutrients for those with normal kidney function. However, for individuals with reduced kidney efficiency, even slightly, these fruits can contribute to further strain on the kidneys and may elevate creatinine levels. Some of them are known risks. Others might catch you off guard. 7. Dried fruits. This is where many people get misled. Dried fruits seem healthy, easy to carry, and convenient, but they're actually concentrated sources of the very minerals your kidneys struggle with. When fruit is dried, the water content disappears, but the minerals remain, becoming more concentrated and potentially harmful. For example, half a cup of dried apricots contains around 755 milligrams of potassium, close to 40% of the recommended daily limit for those with kidney issues. In comparison, the same portion of fresh apricots only has about 181 milligrams. Likewise, a quarter cup of raisins has over 300 milligrams of potassium, while the same amount of fresh grapes contains just 150 milligrams. The real danger lies in how we eat them. Dried fruits are often packaged as snacks, small, sweet, and easy to overconsume. It's common to grab a handful without realizing it may equal the potassium of several whole fruits. Plus, dried fruits are packed with concentrated sugars and may also be high in oxalates, posing additional risks for those with diabetes or a history of kidney stones. Instead, try slicing fresh grapes in half and freezing them. They become sweet like candy but stay low in potassium. You can also make your own fruit leather using pureed low-potassium fruits like apples for a safer treat. 6. Kiwi. Kiwi might seem like an odd addition to this list. This fuzzy fruit is rich in vitamin C and often praised as a superfood. However, it comes with some hidden concerns. Kiwi contains moderate levels of oxalates and a fair amount of potassium. A medium-sized kiwi has around 215 to 250 milligrams of potassium, not the highest among fruits, but still significant when paired with its oxalate content, which ranges from about 15 to 25 milligrams per fruit. Oxalates can combine with calcium in the urine to form crystals, which may develop into kidney stones over time. For individuals with a history of calcium oxalate stones or impaired kidney function, kiwi could pose a risk. Kidney stones and kidney disease often overlap, and adding more oxalates into an already stressed system may increase the chance of stone formation, blockages, and a rise in blood creatinine levels. For a safer option with a similar tropical flavor, consider small servings of green grapes or pineapple, both of which are lower in oxalates and contain more kidney-friendly potassium levels. Important reminder: if you've previously had calcium oxalate kidney stones, it's best to avoid kiwi entirely, regardless of your current kidney health. 5. Cantaloupe and honeydew melons. These sweet summer favorites are packed with nutrients, but for individuals managing kidney issues, they can be surprisingly risky due to their high potassium content. A single cup of cantaloupe contains about 430 milligrams of potassium, while honeydew is even higher, averaging around 465 to 475 milligrams per cup. The hidden danger: portion size. A typical serving, like a bowl at a cookout, can easily be 2 cups or more, delivering close to 900 to 1,000 milligrams of potassium in just one sitting. That's nearly half the recommended daily potassium limit for people with kidney problems. When preparing fruit salads, it's wiser to use low-potassium fruits like berries and apple slices instead. At restaurants, don't hesitate to ask for melon-free fruit plates. Watermelon is a much better alternative, containing about 170 milligrams of potassium per cup, making it a safer option for kidney-conscious diets. Try using watermelon as a base for summer dishes. Watermelon and feta salad in place of cantaloupe and prosciutto, or watermelon agua fresca instead of honeydew smoothies. 4. Avocados. This one surprises many people. Often praised as a superfood and popular in everything from toast toppings to smoothie bowls, a single avocado packs close to 700 milligrams of potassium, a significant amount for individuals with kidney concerns. The real issue? Avocados are usually added on top of other high-potassium foods, not replacing them. That avocado smoothie with potassium-rich greens at breakfast, followed by a banana at lunch and a spinach salad at dinner, can quickly send your potassium levels soaring without you even noticing. For those on ACE inhibitors or ARBs, common medications for kidney disease and high blood pressure, the risk is even greater. These drugs reduce potassium excretion, making the body retain more, which compounds the effects of potassium-rich foods like avocados. For a creamy, heart-healthy alternative, consider white bean hummus, which contains less potassium than traditional chickpea versions. You can also use nut butters sparingly for richness. And when enjoying Mexican dishes, opt for extra salsa instead of guacamole. It keeps the flavor but avoids a potential potassium overload. 3. Oranges. That bright glass of orange juice you've enjoyed for years may be doing more harm than good, especially for your kidneys. 1 cup of orange juice holds around 470 milligrams of potassium, which is nearly a quarter of the recommended daily limit for those with kidney issues. Even 1 medium orange contains about 230 to 250 milligrams. The real concern lies in the juice. It concentrates potassium from multiple oranges into a single glass and is absorbed more quickly due to its liquid form and lack of fiber. Many people consume 12 to 16 ounces in the morning. That's up to 900 milligrams of potassium before the day even begins. If you're craving citrus flavor, opt for lemon or lime instead. Just 1 tablespoon of their juice contains only 20 to 30 milligrams of potassium. A squeeze in water adds flavor without the risks. For a healthier source of vitamin C, try red bell peppers, strawberries, or pineapple, all of which offer more vitamin C per serving than oranges and are generally safer for kidney health. 2. Bananas. Among all fruits on this cautionary list, bananas might be the most popular. They're easy to grab for a quick snack, commonly tossed into smoothies or used in healthy baking. They're inexpensive, naturally sweet, and often praised for their high potassium levels. But that's exactly where the risk lies. A medium-sized banana has around 422 milligrams of potassium, more than 20% of the recommended daily limit for individuals with compromised kidney function. For someone with kidney disease, eating just 1 banana in the morning could drastically limit what else they can safely eat for the rest of the day. Many older adults eat bananas before or after workouts, thinking it helps prevent muscle cramps. Yet for those with kidney problems, the potassium spike may do more harm than good, potentially disrupting heart rhythms. Instead, opt for fruits like apples or pears for natural energy and sweetness. They're much lower in potassium. In baking, try using unsweetened applesauce as a banana substitute. For smoothies, consider frozen apples or a handful of berries instead. 1. Star fruit. If there's one fruit you should absolutely avoid with any degree of kidney dysfunction, it's star fruit. This isn't about eating in moderation. It's about a known neurotoxin that makes this fruit genuinely dangerous for those with compromised kidneys. Star fruit contains a substance called carotene, which healthy kidneys can filter out efficiently. However, when kidney function is reduced, even slightly, this compound can build up in the bloodstream, cross into the brain, and disrupt nerve activity. It often begins with symptoms like constant hiccups, which might seem trivial, but it can quickly escalate to confusion, nausea, vomiting, and restlessness. In serious cases, it can lead to seizures and even coma. Medical journals have recorded multiple fatal cases from starfruit poisoning, even with aggressive treatment like dialysis. Just small amounts, such as half a starfruit or a small glass, around 100 milliliters of its juice, have been enough to trigger severe neurological symptoms. Cooking or boiling the fruit doesn't neutralize the toxin. Health warnings are clear. Patients with stage 3 kidney disease or worse, including those on dialysis, must completely avoid starfruit. Even people in the early stages of kidney disease, or those unaware they have mild impairment, should exercise caution. There are reports of toxicity in people who seemed healthy but consumed large quantities. Star fruit is often found in tropical smoothies, fruit platters, and beverages in Asian cuisine. Always check the ingredients if you're unsure. Because of its distinct star shape, it's also commonly used as a decorative garnish, so stay alert at restaurants and social events. Now that we've covered which fruits to embrace and which to avoid, let's shift to something just as vital: how to apply this knowledge safely and effectively, creating your personal kidney-friendly fruit plan. Understanding science is just the starting point. True protection comes from making consistent, informed decisions every day. The cornerstone of safe fruit intake for kidney health is the half-cup rule. For most fruits, a half cup of diced fruit equals 1 serving. Studies have consistently shown that this amount delivers essential nutrients while keeping potassium, oxalates, and natural sugars at levels generally safe for individuals with kidney concerns. But here's a common mistake. People estimate portions. A handful of grapes might range from a quarter cup to a full cup. That variation can make the difference between a safe intake and a dangerous potassium surge. Visual cues help. A medium apple should be about the size of your fist. Smaller fruits like berries or grapes should fit within your cupped palm. Half a cup of cut fruit should roughly match the size of a standard ice cream scoop. Here's a daily serving guide. Individuals with early-stage kidney disease can typically tolerate 1 to 2 servings of low-potassium fruits per day. Those with advanced kidney disease should limit themselves to 1 serving or less, depending on lab results and advice from their nephrologist. Be cautious with smoothies and fruit salads. They're easy to misjudge. A smoothie from a juice bar may include 3 to 4 servings of fruit, which, even if made with lower potassium options, can still overload the system. Restaurant fruit salads often mix multiple high-potassium fruits in one bowl. One helpful strategy is pairing fruit with protein. Protein slows the absorption of sugars, lowering the glycemic impact. This is important because blood sugar spikes can further burden already strained kidneys. Try pairing apple slices with almond butter or mixing berries into unsweetened Greek yogurt. Protein also increases satiety, helping you stick to smaller portions naturally. How you prepare fruit also matters. Fresh fruit is best. Frozen fruit with no added sugar is a close second. Nutrients are mostly preserved, and they're often more affordable. Canned fruit ranks lowest in kidney safety. If using it, be sure to drain and rinse thoroughly. This simple step can reduce potassium by 15 to 20%. Medication timing is another critical factor. If you're on ACE inhibitors, Arkansas B's, or potassium-sparing diuretics, commonly prescribed for heart and kidney conditions, your body may retain more potassium. In such cases, even lower potassium fruits can become risky. To minimize this, consume fruits at least 2 hours apart from these medications, and consider reducing your portion by half until you see how your body responds. Keep track of any symptoms like muscle cramps, fatigue, irregular heartbeat, or shortness of breath. These may signal excess potassium. Keep a basic food log noting what fruit you eat and how you feel afterward. If certain fruits consistently leave you tired or uncomfortable, scale back. Often, your body can give you early warnings that labs don't detect right away. If you accidentally eat too much fruit or consume a high potassium fruit, don't panic. Drink water to help dilute potassium levels and support kidney filtration. Avoid other potassium-rich foods for the rest of the day. If symptoms arise, contact your healthcare provider promptly. The truth is, most people with kidney issues can still enjoy fruit. The key is making wise selections and eating them mindfully. In the end, the line between protecting your kidneys and harming them lies in preparation, awareness, and steady habits. Conclusion. Contrary to popular belief, your kidneys don't need expensive detox kits, trendy juice cleanses, or miracle supplements. What they truly need is consistent, gentle, and intelligent support. day after day through the foods and lifestyle choices you make. These two small organs work tirelessly to filter waste, balance fluids, and regulate vital minerals. But when they begin to weaken, especially with age or disease, the very foods we once believed were healthy can quietly turn into risks. Let's begin with hydration. While drinking clean water is essential, nature provides other ways to support kidney function. Water-rich fruits like watermelon and apples offer hydration along with fiber and natural antioxidants. These fruits are not just refreshing, they help flush toxins without overloading the kidneys. Next, we have the antioxidant-rich fruits: grapes, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. Their bright colors signal the presence of compounds that fight inflammation and oxidative damage, which are both major contributors to declining kidney health. And cherries? These are not only sweet, they also contain melatonin and natural anti-inflammatory agents that support healthy sleep and overall kidney function. However, balance is everything. Certain fruits, though nutritious, can become problematic for weakened kidneys. Dried fruits, for instance, often contain concentrated sugar and potassium levels that can overwhelm impaired filtration systems. Fruits like bananas, oranges, kiwis, cantaloupes, and honeydews, while healthy for most people, are loaded with potassium, a mineral that can be dangerous when not properly eliminated. And star fruit? It's especially harmful to those with kidney disease due to its neurotoxic compounds that can accumulate and cause serious health issues. This highlights the paradox of kidney nutrition. The same fruit can act as healing medicine for one person and hidden poison for another. That's why personalized medical advice is essential. No two kidneys are the same, especially when chronic kidney disease is involved. If you have kidney issues, working closely with your healthcare provider isn't just helpful, it's life-saving. Remember Linda, the woman from our earlier story? She had no idea that her daily banana and nightly glass of orange juice, two habits she believed were healthy, were gradually harming her kidneys. But now you do know. And with that knowledge comes the power to make different choices, better choices. Every day I hear from people who have taken back control of their health, not with expensive procedures or radical treatments, but by making simple changes, swapping citrus for berries, choosing apples over bananas, reducing processed snacks, and staying properly hydrated. Their creatinine levels stabilize. Their energy returns. Some even avoid dialysis entirely and enjoy active, independent lives well into their 82nd. So listen to your body even when your kidneys stay silent. Use this information to give them the care they need. Thank you for being here, for seeking the truth, and for having the courage to make informed decisions about your health. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Tap the bell icon and turn on notifications so you never miss a vital video. Early detection and smart action can change everything. If you're unsure about your kidney health, don't wait. Watch the next video now. We'll help you recognize the warning signs before it's too late. Stay informed, stay strong, stay healthy.